You want Nico? They got Nico.
You didn't get what he just said um, about fucking Ziggy?
No, I didn't
No, I
get
didn't.
that one.
Start rolling.
I'm rolled right
I'm
now.
low right now.
Hold on, let me just whisper.
Let
Right?
me just whisper, right? Yep, you're fine.
There we go.
All right, man. Right now, I mean, you know me. I'm Officer Harper. Just because I'm taking an interview from you, I have to advise you of your rights. I mean, you're not being detained. You're free to go at any time. Um, you know, you have all means to an attorney, but you're not being arrested for anything. I just have a couple of questions to ask you, but you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, you want to be appointed to you by the state, but you're not being arrested.
All right.
Are you rolling?
Yep.
So I've been hearing a lot, about a few things about, you know, Ziggy has a hit on his head for for supposedly arresting Mr. Bang. I've had you're familiar with the Valentinos, I'm sure, right?
Unfortunately, sir, I'm not. I've just heard about them. I was never in town when they were around.
Okay. Um, well, I believe they're coming back around town sometime. I don't know. I ran into one of the older Valentinos, and um, I had some words with him, and he was telling me that, he gave me some information. And by the way, all the information that, if you give me any information, if you have anything, it'll be held confidential and won't leave this room or leave between me or Mr. Owens other than going to a superior officer. Um, but that's part of this interview. I just want to advise you of that as well. Um, but as far as you hearing of Ziggy being corrupt, what do you think people are saying? I mean, what do you think that means by him being corrupt? Like he deals drugs, or he's on a payroll, or he's somebody's paying him for protection, or he's dealing drugs, or what?
Hold on. It's Casey, the Chinese guy who was at the park yesterday, who told you guys something about a meth and weed guy selling behind the bank, yeah?
Nah,
Uh,
dog. I think that's actually
no, dog. I think that's actually
Mr. Bang.
yeah, that was
Alright,
Mr.
cause
Bang.
okay, cause what he said and told me, like he never told me why he was being corrupt, but he just said that he was being corrupt.
Right. Yeah, see, I'm just curious of what all the talk is about him being corrupt. So I'm just, we're just asking questions, man, to see what's going on. But like, it wasn't Mr. Bang that said he was corrupt. It was at least to me, it was fake prophecy. Are you friends with him?
No, not really. First time I met him was yesterday at the park.
Yeah, he's kind of a prick. Um, but yeah, so Um, he was the one that stated that he was with Valentino's. You were there when he threatened to shoot me and put a bullet between my eyes, weren't you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So when he threatened me that and I got out of my car, he said something about he asked if I liked Ziggy and I said yeah, and he kind of went with the whole fact of, well, he's on my fucking payroll, he needs to be fired, whatever, whatnot. Which he's a superior officer. That's none of my business, but as a policeman, it's my business to look out for the department. If you can, I'm sure you understand that this is our job, this is our workplace. We try to keep everything great, man, and you know, keep a good work environment and have everybody safe. And when I found out that Ziggy had his life threatened and this and that by Mr. Bang, made me raise a few questions for me of what could potentially happen. Well, I had a recent interview with another gentleman, and he stated that it was because of an arrest. Um, but I'm just trying to see what people are saying about him being, corrupt as far as, him being corrupt. That's why I had a couple of questions. I mean, I don't know. I mean, anything you tell me, man, it's not, nothing's going to be leaked out from you. Nobody's going to know of anything that you said. Right now,
No, I get that.
right now, you're pretty much signing by staying in this room, you pretty much have signed that, everything's going to be confidential. Actually, let me hand you a slip. Let me hand you a slip really quick so you know that everything's confidential and you can have it for your record as well. So there's a confidential form right there. But I mean, just tell me everything that you've heard or from Ziggy.
To be honest, I've never met Siggy. I don't even know who it is. So it's pretty hard to tell at this point. I don't think I've seen him at all. I don't think I've talked with him as much as I know about it. The only thing I've heard is people on the streets talking about Siggy being corrupt. I don't know what he did, but
I wonder what. I mean, as me and you both know, I don't really know what you do for a living, and that's your business. It's not my place to ask you, but I mean, if you had to give me your honest opinion, I mean, what do you feel like he would be corrupt with? You know what I mean? What do you feel like he would be corrupt as far as corruption goes? What do you think he's corrupt in?
So you said Valentinos or after him, right?
No, Valentinos don't like him, I guess.
So the only thing I can think of, either he trespassed and arrested them on their property, or he is being one who's taking care of the drugs, basically.
Yeah, bingo, dude.
That's
I
the
knew
only thing I can
he's got to be involved in drugs.
Because what I've heard of is Valentinos don't fuck with anyone until you fucked with them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I totally understand. Yeah. But so I mean, I don't. So do you know if Mr. Bang's part of Valentino's or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So
Could
I
be
don't
associated,
know.
but I don't think he's a part of them.
Right. So I don't know. Right now, it kind of leaves me in a gray area with this whole thing because of if he's not tied in with Valentino's don't like him for whatever reason. Mr. Bang wants him dead because Mr. Bang was, sentenced to a pretty hefty, prison sentence. It kind of leaves me to wonder, what the hell's going on, So I'm trying to ask all of ask the people that I do know around town, like you and some others, of, what you guys might know. I mean,
yeah, as I said, I don't have much to give you at this point, to be honest.
No, that's fine. I mean, I take care of my people and shit. So, I mean, you gave me everything I need to know, man. As far as it goes. I mean, if you hear anything, man, just let me know something.
Yeah, absolutely. I can ask around on the streets. I got a couple of thugs around, so maybe they know shit.
You've always got your body cam on, don't you?
Unfortunately, I don't have the technology for that, sir.
Oh shit. Okay, well, if you get any info, man, just let me know, man. Just either send me a message on Twitter or just come to PD or whatever.
Yeah, as both of you guys are in this room at this point, so I will speak to you guys only. So
yeah,
if I ever get something.
Yeah, just let me or Mr. Owens over here know. Officer Owens will take care of you just as good as I will, man.
Yeah, me and Tyrone go way back.
Yeah, that's what he said, man. But yeah, that's all, man. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck's up,
Yeah, as I said, who you said, Mr. Bang?
Yeah, Mr. Bang, little Chinese guy.
What's his first name?
I don't know his first name, honestly. I think it's just Mr. Bang.
You think it's that, Tyrone? Mr. Bang only?
Yo, dog. I don't even know, man. Like, all I know is that he owned the goddamn 7-Eleven down there in Little Seoul. Yeah, and everybody just knows him Mr. Bang.
So yeah, So, as I told you, Harper, it is that motherfucking Chinese at the park.
Yeah, yeah, we're working
The
on that
guy,
motherfucker right now.
yeah. I mean, as far as I can't really help you if I don't have a first name, you know. Because if he introduces you himself with a first name, it's hard for me to know, you know.
Oh, no, I trust me, I know, man. It's not a. Yeah, we're just working on him right now. We just know his last name. We got a description of him. You know, we know what he drives. We had an encounter with him earlier. So right now we're just kind of working to see what we got on Mr. Bang and see what the issue is of him threatening Ziggy. Ziggy's our last concern right now. At this point, right now, we're just trying to get to the bottom of why somebody's threatening the life of a police officer and, you know, want someone dead to the point to where, you know, things are becoming a little bit serious.
Like, the only thing I know about the gangs around at this point is they don't walk around killing people because they think it's funny. So Siggy must have done something against them that made them like superior furious at this point.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, I mean, I guess that's all I got, unless Tyrone, you got any questions, man?
Nah, dog, I got much of anything. Just over here thinking about some shit, looking at MDT.
All right, cool. All right, man, you're good to go, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Right.
If you find out anything, man, just let me or Tyrone know, dude.
Yeah, I come speak to you guys myself though. I'm not
Right
gonna
on,
send
man.
anyone anything. If I get any, information on the street, I come right in. See you guys.
Ask him if Bang sells drugs.
Awesome. Does do you know if Bang sells drugs, doesn't he? Wasn't he talking about selling weed and meth or some shit?
I heard him talk about it, so if you get like if you ask me, I believe he does. Yes, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say
That's
he
what I
does.
thought. Yeah, I think I think he does. I'm not 100% sure, so I can't really say anything.
So, but as I told you, if there was that Chinese, that was the first time I saw him yesterday. And my question is, if he was speaking about everything, how the fuck does he know about everything already? Where everything is?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yep. No, I
I
understand,
mean,
man.
I can be honest at this point. I know every single drug location at this point. I know where you get it. I know where you process it, and I know where you sell it.
Right. Yeah. I totally know. I don't know all the drug places, man. I haven't ran into them, you know, so I don't really know where they're at. Is it illegal for me to ask him if he knows
The
where
only
if
thing
he
I can
knows?
really figure out is if they're
It's gonna
actually
put him in a
coke or
tight spot
not.
if you do.
Because I've seen places, I've seen marks painted on the ground, but I don't really know
Cause you'll
if it's
have him
cocaine
on
or
record
not.
telling you where it is. So technically, we'd have to take action.
Go off the record.
So if